What's going on, guys? Jared here. Today we're going to cover getting GoHighLevel and Facebook ads set up correctly. We're going to cover lead form ads specifically, where to connect them in HighLevel, and how to properly set up your automation so that way your leads get followed up with immediately and they don't go cold. What we're not going to cover is a deep dive specifically on best practices for Facebook ads. That's a very deep topic in and of itself, and I have an entire video training series that covers everything you need for not only Facebook, but Google ads as well. If you want free access to that training, just drop a comment below, say free training, and I'll reply with a private link to unlock the whole course, as well as over 20 other courses that cover pretty much everything you need, top to bottom. But for now, let's dive in on setting up your Facebook ads. All right, so once you have your ads set up here in Ads Manager, you have your list of instant forms. Now, a lot of times as you're going through creating ads, you're going to have different variations of your forms. But for this demo, we're just going to show 01, 02, and 03 version of the same form so we can follow along. So once your form is ready to publish, you want to come over to your HighLevel account, you want to come down to settings, then you want to click on integrations. Then first you want to make sure that you're actually connected to your Facebook account and that you're connected to the correct Facebook page for this sub account. Now you can only have one Facebook page connected per sub account, so keep that in mind. You can manage your pages here. So right now I just have this one page connected. Now if you click update and continue here, it's going to take you to the same place called Facebook Form Fields Mapping, which is up here. Now you'll see this number sequence 01, 02, 03. Once you connected your Facebook page, it was able to pull these from Facebook Ads Manager. Now, chances are you don't want to connect your old versions. As you move along, you're going to want to turn these off because these forms are probably not going to be running. You can connect multiple forms, but for now, I'm just going to connect and turn on only the latest revision. Here's where you connect the fields. So in Facebook, as you're filling out the form, these are the fields that you're going to have come into HighLevel. Now you have default first name and email, but you can have additional forms as well. For this particular ad, it was an offer for local SEO where the contractor had to put in their website. So that's what this was for. Now you don't want to have too many custom fields, especially in your lead forms, because that's going to cause a lot of people to bounce. So once you confirm this, you want to make sure that your automations are firing correctly. So we can go back, come down to automation. Now a good idea if you're starting out is to just use a pre-selected recipe. Fast 5 works well for this. The odds of closing a lead decrease dramatically after 5 minutes, which is true. This workflow delivers the ultimate first 5-minute lead nurture. So real quick, just to take a look at this workflow, they've updated one of these conditions here. That's fine. You're going to see once a lead comes in, we're going to send them an email. This is all completely customizable. Remember, this is just a template for now, so you'll have to fill all this out specific to your offer. We're going to send them a text, assuming you grab their phone number. I did not grab their phone number in that particular lead form, so I would delete this, but for now, I'll keep it just for the demo. We're going to wait for 2 minutes. Did they reply, yes or no? If they replied, was the reply positive? Then we can send them a booking link, depending on your offer. If no, we can have an internal notification go to whoever we want on the team. And that's completely customizable here. If they did not reply, we can give them a call. Call Connect feature is going to call somebody internally, tell them you have a new lead, and that's going to call the lead and try to connect your sales rep to the lead. Then we want to send a voicemail to the lead. Now this is a pre-canned MP3 in here. You want to replace this with a pre-recorded voicemail drop of your own that's related to your offer. And then we can wait 1 day and you can add whatever additional steps you may want after this. But the idea is we want to connect to the lead with as many ways as possible, by texting them, calling them, and emailing them immediately when the lead comes in. So all we have to do, short of filling out those custom fields that are in these action items under here, is connect our trigger to our Facebook lead form. So we can type in Facebook here, Facebook lead form submitted. Now, the reason we have to do those other steps first is because it won't show up here until you do that. So first we're going to choose our page. Remember, we connected to our page first, and then we added our form. And we don't want necessarily any form. We want to only choose this one, but you could choose multiple forms depending on what you have going on. But for now, we'll keep with the last version of the one form that was there. We save that trigger. And that's it. So assuming you filled these out correctly, we save this. Now the last thing, a lot of people don't realize, you can test this without having to worry about losing leads coming in. If you Google Facebook lead ad testing tool, you'll get to this page. You click on this link, it'll take you here. Or you can just type in developers.facebook.com/tools/leads or lead-ads-testing. Right? Choose your page, choose your form. Remember, we're still sticking with this version 03, and you can do a preview where you can fill out, say, that website. I can put in a custom website here and make sure that that custom field gets sent over to HighLevel correctly, because remember, we're on Facebook side right now, as well as name and email, and that the automations fire. Or you can just hit create lead. It'll go ahead and fill that with demo information out for you. It won't be an exact website. It would just probably be garbage. So I would always use preview form. But if you weren't doing any custom fields and you just had name and email, then you could probably just do create lead. You do have to come in here and hit delete lead, because only one lead at a time can be demoed and tested with Facebook. So if you try to send another one, you can't. You have to delete the lead you created and create a new lead. This will not delete the lead on HighLevel side though. You have to go back into your contacts and delete that test lead if you want to keep things clean on HighLevel side. That's pretty much it. Once you run the test from here on Facebook side, whatever you have set up in your automations here, these should fire, and you'll see it in the execution logs and in the enrollment history, and you'll be good to go. Hope that was helpful to you guys. Like I said, if you want to grab that free training covering Facebook ads and Google ads in depth, like, share, drop a comment below, and I'll personally reply to you with a link to unlock all that and a whole bunch of extra bonuses. And after that, click on this next video if you want to learn how to set up Voice AI. Talk to you soon.